We are building the Wordle project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. Before we get started, let's just briefly look at the rules of the game, which actually are quite straightforward, quite easy to understand. The whole objective of the game is to guess the 5-letter word that the computer has chosen. And the way that happens is player makes a guess, and if the guess is a valid word, the letters are displayed in 3 colors. Gray, which means that the letter is not in the word. Yellow, which means the letter is in the word but not in the right place. Green, that the letter is in the word and at the right place. Now, it's quite, like I said, quite easy to understand. An example makes it very clear. Previously, we looked at this word called froth and we went through the sequence. So when we guessed, for example, party, it turns out that P, A, and Y are not in the word, hence they are made gray. R is in the word, so we know R is here actually. But R is not in the right place, hence it's made yellow. When I get music, nothing is in the word, so everything's gray. When I guess honed, for example, H and O are in the word, but they are not in the right place. N, E, and D are not in the word, so they become gray. Finally, I guess, for example, fourth. In this case, F, T, and H are in the word, are in the right place. In fact, T was in the right place from the very beginning. We knew that. And then we come to a situation where we have a simple job. We just invert the R and O and becomes froth. So the game progresses quite nicely, quite intuitive to sort of understand. Basically, every time a new guess is made, we display these labels and we analyze it letter by letter, coloring the label. And we'll see this happening as we build the game. Now, we are building this in Tkinter, which means that we have this button here, we have this entry box, and these labels are being formed on the fly as we go, and appropriate color is being given to them. Since we are doing this in Tkinter, let us get started building the project. So here I'm creating a ripple in Tkinter. Notice I'm using the Tkinter template, and I just call it Wordle develop, and I say create this ripple. Now, once I do this, as we know, the Tkinter basic template comes up along with a window, some sample buttons and so on. So I'm just going to modify this just a little bit. So I'm going to call this, let's say, Wordle, and I'm going to let the size be. I do not need these buttons, so I'll just these buttons and the labels just yet. So I'll just say comment them out. And with this, when I run my code, I get this sort of empty window on which I can build more stuff. So we'll start doing that in the next class. But we are all set to get moving because we have, kind of got an idea of the game. We have understood the rules. We have sort of figured out how we are going to build this. And in fact, we have already got started. I hope this has been interesting to you so far. If you think this way of learning, where we build activities, we understand what's going on by applying concepts, appeals to you, look at our website, www.ybyte.in, because we have many, many, many such activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.